Alright, so we just got dropped off and we get some friendly greetings as soon as we come.
Yeah, welcome to
Hey!
our house.
Hello, hello. I got a new scarf. Hey, buddy. That's a good angle. How you doing up there? Alright, hey guys, today I'm with Dan, and it's kind of a cool day if you are an animal lover and want like a different experience when you come to Cebu. You can volunteer for the day. And maybe just real quick so we can get that in the beginning, what's the best way to contact you to volunteer?
We have a Facebook page and you can write there or you can directly write to my profile.
Alright, so I'll put the Facebook here.
Yes.
And then maybe in the comments as well. And you guys can click on that and contact Dan.
Yes, we have a web page as well. You can also write there. It goes to our email box.
Alright, and what's the name of your webpage?
MAYARIRescue.com.
Okay.
Very basic.
Alright, so I'll put that right here.
Yes. Mayari, I want to say, is an ancient goddess in the Philippines from old saga story. She's the goddess of the moon, just to say that, because many people ask me this.
Very cool, yeah, that's what's the name mean, so that's cool.
Yes. My name is Dan Vetter, I'm from Switzerland. I'm here since 2011. In 2012 we started to rescue animals. We have an English friend and some Filipinos who help here in the organization. We are a small organization. Here in Guadalupe we got currently 63 dogs and 90 cats.
Wow.
And we have requests every day. Every day people ask us to take in more animals, but we're very limited with the space. We cannot cook more food anymore because we have very big pots and they're already full.
Yeah.
It's also with the workforce. We have 6 employees, we have to pay salary, so there's a limit. We have many organizations now in Cebu. When we started, there were only 2 organizations. I mean, there was one previous to us, and then we started, but now there are probably 7, 8 different organizations who rescue animals, individual rescuers, which is a very good movement for the animals, for the animal welfare here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another really important thing that he does, if you go to Cebu or go to the Philippines, you notice that there's many dogs around. And one of the things he does, he gets some of the dogs and he brings them back and spades them or neuters them. And then it depends on the situation. He usually keeps them if the environment that he was in was not safe, or he returns them back and they're spayed or neutered, and then they can't produce any more dogs, which I think is very important. I think that's a really good thing.
It's called TNR, Trap, Neuter, Release. Neuter is actually for male animals and spay is for female, or ligate and capon, desexing. And the effect of this is much bigger than rescuing any animals, you know, because they give birth to several puppies and kittens every year. And these kittens, after 7, 8 months, they also can have babies, multiply. So the effect of spaying one female, for example, is enormous. We spayed 28 dogs here in the neighborhood. We asked them, we had the support from the university, of the veterinary school, and these 28 females, they would give up to 200 dogs every year birth. Imagine this. But of course we also rescue the animals when we see them in the street. When I go outside, I carry a backpack. I always carry medicine in there, so I can treat the animals on the spot. We carry sardines, so we can mix the medicine. We deworm them every day, every time when we feed them. When we how you say, when we treat them like mensch, you know, it's very important to deworm.
Yeah.
Many people don't know that. They feed the animals, but if the animals are full of worm, and most of them are, because they drink the dirty water, they eat from the expired food from the garbage, you know.
Yeah.
So it's very important to deworm first, and then you feed. So it's again a benefit for them. Yes, and like you say, these are called community animals. They're always in the same place. They're like at the school, at the gasoline station, at the sari mini market, for example. And when they're always there, we take them, we have them spayed at the city pound, and we keep them for like 3 weeks, sometimes longer, till the wound is healed up. We give them ascorbic acid and antibiotic, and when they are fit, we bring them back. And we make sure that their animals are always there. You know, we cannot just take any animal. It has to be one who has like a home, a place where it always is.
Okay.
That's important.
Yeah. So when we walk in, just to say this in the beginning, if you see an animal in the cage or something like that, it's because they just got spaded, or you know, they're recovering. And for other reasons, like if you see an animal chained up, it's because we're guests and some of them might be a little bit aggressive or jump on you. So that's just for the protection of us and protection of the animals.
Yes.
So
Actually, our animals are already friendly. There's one
they are.
breed dog who's a little bit moody, but they're all friendly. We have hundreds of visitors coming here. If there's no quarantine, we also have backpackers from all over the world. They come here for work like 2-3 weeks as a volunteer. They can stay here, they get free food.
Wow.
And there's no problem. These animals are very friendly. Many people come here, they're surprised how friendly. Also the cats and dogs, they're roaming, you know, and they get along.
Yeah.
So many people are very surprised about this. The place, we try to keep it as clean as possible. It's a lot of work. We need the whole morning to clean up here. The reason some animals are in the cage is that they maybe chase the chicks from the neighbors or the pigeons, you know, cats for example, so they are permanently in the cage. Or if they are not spayed yet and not have the vaccination. Our animals are all spayed and neutered except if they're less than 6 months, and then they get anti-rabies shot in the same time, and after that we give them 5-in-1 for the dogs, protecting from 5 fatal viruses like distemper and parvo, and the cats, they have 3-in-1, protecting from 3 viruses. So as long as they don't have this vaccine, they cannot come out of the cage.
All right.
Yes, and as soon as they're 6 months, we spay them for their benefit, you know.
Yeah. You just saw that we fed the dogs. What kind of things you is it a mixture of
we cook 2 times a day. We cook food, we cook white corn.
Okay.
We mix it with cooked meat. Every day in the evening I pick up from 10 to 40 kilo meat. It depends what is available.
Yeah.
Like now with the swine flu, there's less pork meat available, so it's a little bit tricky right now.
All right.
Before quarantine we had so much food we shared with 2 other rescuers. Here in Cebu, all these rescue organizations, they help each other, which is very nice. If they have a chance, you know, we share posts. Sometimes we do different things, different ways, but we all want to help the animals. That's very nice. It's a unity here, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, and then we mix also vegetables. Currently also vegetables are expensive during the quarantine, or when there's a typhoon, when there's a storm coming, the prices go up. So we feed like white corn 1 sack every week, which is more than 1,000 pesos. So 1 month is already 4,000 pesos only for the corn.
That adds up.
And then the meat, and then the liver. We also buy liver. Usually 11 kilo is 1,000 peso. We put that in the food 2 times a week. They get 2 meals a day, and we put a lot of water in it, so they have a lot of fluids, because not all animals drink a lot or enough.
Right.
And if, same as humans, if we don't drink enough, we can get a kidney problem over time or a liver problem.
Yeah, that's
so we
important.
want to, with the water, they have to have an intake of fluids.
All right.
Yes. We feed 2 times a day, I said this already, and in the evening we give cribbles, you know, that the ordinary dog and cat food.
Okay.
And during feeding we also put them on the chain, otherwise they would fight together, they would quarrel, you know.
Yeah.
But our dogs are all roaming, and they can go outside. We walk them if we have enough stuff. Yeah, we're looking for volunteers to help us, because we have a lot of bills, of course, so it's very nice to have people coming, helping, also for us, for our motivation. It's nice to meet new people. If there's no COVID, we have international volunteers backpacking around the world. They want to stay somewhere, they can stay for free, they get free food, you know. We have a guest room, they can stay for a week or 2. We had a couple from Russia, we had a lady from Mexico, we had Dutch people, we had Swiss people, German people. It's so much fun, you know.
Yeah, and it's like, I think it's the perfect way to spend a vacation. I mean, it's really cheap. I mean, if you want to save money doing that way, and then you're free to roam around. I don't know if you can see the background, but Dan was talking about before, there's many trails to walk around if you're a nature person.
Yeah, it's very nice to hike here.
Yeah.
Also from here, when we have enough people, we walk the dogs on the leashes, because people from the neighborhood, some are afraid of dogs, so we cannot let them roam outside like we did before.
Yeah.
We have to take them on a leash, so we can go here in the back, go up the hill. It's very beautiful there, very nice area in the trees and the nature. Yeah.
And it's very flexible too. There's actually volunteers that are volunteering now, but today it just happened that they were on the day off, or the day they're
One is day off and two didn't come. I don't know the reason, you know. People are often not reliable. Actually, these two ladies, they're twins, they normally come every day. I don't know what is now with them. So we are understaffed. We have only 2 helpers. We have also a contractor, because during quarantine we were able to do a lot of enhancement, like that terrace there, up the rooftop. We had a lot of repairs. There's always repairs, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of steel rusting because it's very humid here.
Yeah.
We did a lot of enhancements for the animals, like platforms, catwalk where they can walk. Like when it's raining, you know, most of the area is wet, so we made some more areas where it's dry, where they can sleep. Because we have more and more animals. I mean, now we're really on the limit. We cannot cook more. The space is enough, it's not enough, so we really have to cut down. That's why we prioritize on other animal welfare, like the spay neuter, or I treat animals in the street. You know, when I go out, I see a dog with mange, the skin problem. Many dogs there. I always have medicine in my backpack every day. I have a can of sardine, which we also appreciate to be donated to us. Many materials, cleaning materials, we appreciate to have it donated. So I take the sardines, I put it in a plastic bag, I put the dewormer on it, I put the mange medicine, vitamin B or sorbic acid, and I give it to the animals. And often one session is enough to have their hair grow back. I make pictures, so I hopefully can monitor. If they're often in the same place, I can see how they recover, you know. Yes, that's very important. It doesn't cost much money. It's very cheap. Actually, the mange medicine for one dog is less than 2 pesos.
Oh wow.
One time.
That is
know?
really cheap.
And often one time is enough.
That's enough.
We have dogs here, they're very beautiful now. They had only 3 treatments in 9 months. So they cost me less than 6 pesos.
Wow.
Of course, additional food, additional sorbic acid, but no more medicine.
All right.
We have dogs, they recovered only from the food. Because they were out in the street, no proper food. They had mange, no hair, you know, look, horrible crusts on the ear. We only give food, we didn't give medicine yet, and they recovered already.
Wow.
It's amazing. Yes.
That is amazing.
Yes. Even own dogs, they're not fed properly here. Also, when we have a lot of animals for adoption, we have to point that out too. It's not easy to have animals adopted, because everybody has neighbors or relatives who have a dog, a cat, and they give birth, and then take it from there. That's also, the people should be more disciplined and responsible to spay neuter their animals, because there's such an overpopulation of animal. People, they drop them, they dump them in the garbage dump. Most of our cats are from the garbage dump. They are small kittens, some they still have the umbilical cord on them, newborns. We also have now a newborn there. Very hard to have them survive if there's no foster mother with milk. Puppies, you know, they throw them somewhere in the river or so. It's a horrible situation. So really, spay neuter is a very high priority here. And in the Cebu city, we have the Department of Veterinary Medicine, the City Pound. They're very good, you know, they offer budget spaying. There are 2 rescuers also. They offer budget spaying for 1,000 pesos or less, sometimes 500-600. In the City Pound, it's even cheaper than this. There's a registration, you get including the anti-rabies shot. It's a very good program we have here. Other cities, they have different program or no program, but rescuers are helping there, trying to convince the government to enhance the City Pound, to have an adoption program, because the dogs are still euthanized. They are killed because they cannot keep them, they don't have the budget to feed them. So if they are not claimed by an owner within a week, they usually euthanize. Which is very, very sad.
It is.
Yes.
All right, so today we're here to volunteer, and what kind of things do you think Richie and I will do today?
I mean, we already feed now.
We just fed them.
People coming here, they can help. We have 110 bowls. We have to put them in all places. We put the dogs on the chain, like we say already. Put the food everywhere, collect the bowls. We have to wash the bowls. We have to wash down the floor, the cages. We have to clean the spider webs because we are in the nature here. So then we can walk the dogs today, you know,
Sure,
we can take them on the leash. We have to cook the food for the afternoon, the corn. And John, our helper, will cook the meat, which I brought last night. It's in a sack. It's a bit, maybe 15-20 kilo yesterday. So this has to be cooked. We have to give the medicine. All the kittens there, they need extra food. All the sick animals, they get extra, like canned food.
Yeah.
We cannot give canned food to all, it's so expensive. We also get canned food donated. So, but the kittens, you know, they have to be strong. They have to grow as fast as possible so that their immune system is strong, so that they survive. A newborn, we give a little bit of milk. We let them roam around because in the night they're in the cage. Or some of them we take in the kitchen so they can run around in the night. In the day they have to go back in the cage. Because there are too many animals, they cannot all roam. The dogs maybe want to play. They don't hurt the cats, but they want to play. But if they are too rough, they could maybe hurt the cat or kitten, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the adult cats are roaming, but the kittens might be in danger. The puppies there in the cage, we take them out. We have an open cage so they can be in the sun, they can run around. We can also bathe. You know, if you have enough people, we bathe once a week. We also need volunteers for this, usually on Sunday. Any day is good, but most people are available on Sunday.
So people that want to volunteer, they can come for one day, they can come for extended days.
A few hours. We have people they work
just a few hours.
Yeah, we have people they work in a call center till 5, 6, 7 in the morning, and then they come here for a few hours, and then they go back home, sleep.
All right.
We also had companies, you know, same. They work in the night, and in the morning they come here with like a minivan, you know, 1 or 2 minivans, and they come help till 12 or 11, and then they go home.
And then they go.
Very nice. They come like once a month. And now during quarantine, this is all cancelled. But when we are back to normal, that's very nice too.
Yeah.
Or they get donations, like we need a lot of paint here, a lot of materials, you know. So we're glad for everything. Even 20 peso helps us to treat one dog in the street. That is the men's treatment, less than 2 peso. That is the dewormer, which is 4 peso 50, or it depends what worms they have, what we think. Some dewormer is 50 peso for one dog, but the normal one we give is 4 peso 50. Ascorbic acid is like 1 peso 50. Vitamin B. So for 10 peso medicine plus 10 peso or 15 peso for the sardines, we can treat one dog. Or even 20 peso helps one dog in the street. Imagine this, how cheap to help animals.
Yeah.
Yes.
So check out his Facebook if you want to contact Dan to help.
Yeah, we will put the links, I guess.
I will, put it in the comments if you guys want to check that out.
So you can actually chat to me directly.
Yeah.
Because our inbox has sometimes hundreds of messages and we cannot cope with them. It takes days or weeks. We have some volunteers helping, but we're a very small team, you know. People think maybe, oh, you send somebody to pick up the dog, pick up the donation. It's not like this. We're only 2-3 people who are really active here. We have employees, but they're busy in the shelter.
Yeah.
So we cannot always answer all the messages. It happens to other organizations the same, because there's so many requests, so many inquiries, you know. People have problems with their animals, and we love to give advice, you know.
Yeah.
And there's often, it doesn't need much to help an animal. People say they have no money to go to the vet, but the veterinary, the one we go is a cheaper one, but it's a big clinic, it's very professional, has very good equipment. The owner is very knowledgeable, we like that. Consultation is only 250 pesos. And people go eat pizza for 350 or 400, you know.
Yeah.
So 250 is not really that much.
Yeah.
Yes, to help the animal. Okay, maybe you don't want to do an X-ray, which is 900 or other things, but it's up to you. But first, the consultation, maybe it's a simple thing. Maybe the nutrition is not good, or it needs more water, or a syringe to give her water, and the problem is solved. So you maybe get away with 250 pesos, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, to help your animal. You have to be responsible.
Exactly, yeah. It is.
Often it's the deworming. People don't deworm the animals. And or like probiotics is also cheap, like you know, the drinks, the yogurt drinks, for example. You can give that to the animals too, because the probiotic, the good bacteria in your stomach, they help you with many issues, health issues. It's the same with the animals.
Right.
Yes.
All right, so I think we'll just jump right into it. Want to go? We can start doing the volunteer work?
Yes,
all right.
Let's go.
All right, so we're about to walk the dogs. And just before I do, I just think it's interesting how this whole thing is built. They wash everything all the time and all the water just runs down. There's drainage there and they're washing there and everything just kind of goes down and goes down there. So they're continuously washing, keeping things clean. It's that's one thing I noticed right away was how clean everything was.
Yeah, it's a big job. You have to be hygienic here. You know, if one animal gets sick or has a sickness, it will spread to the other animals.
Yeah.
And also the smell, of course. In the morning, there's a bad smell. You have to clean all the poop, wash down the pee.
And that's a never-ending job. Like you clean it once, and then another bug will
Especially the dog, you know.
Yeah.
It would be much easier to have 100 cats than 20 dogs, for example.
Yeah.
Because they poop outside, they go into the bushes. They also clean themselves. You don't have to bathe them. But the dogs, they bathe every week.
Wow.
63 dogs. Imagine how
Wow.
much work that is.
Hey. All right, so right now we're walking the dog. I have Bailey and Blackie. What's your dog's names? You know,
Princess, and the other one is Richard.
Princess and Richard. All right. And we have a few extras. Who do you have, Dad?
This is Tasha.
Tashia?
And this one is Sparkle.
Sparkle. All right.
Yes, he's very strong. Strong dog.
So we have a nice trail we get to walk on. Very nice. What kind of tree is that? Is that a mango?
That is star apple.
Star apple.
Yeah.
Nice. So you can see some star apples up there. These are strong dogs.
Blackie's a strong dog.
Yeah, they are. So if you wanted to, Dan was saying you could walk these trails for, there's like a 4-hour trail, there's a whole day trail.
Yeah, I mean, if you
2
want,
hours.
you can extend it, of course. You
Yeah.
know? You can extend it.
So if you like to hike, this is a perfect place to come volunteer. How you doing, Richie?
Richard really likes to run.
It's like, hey, I'm first. So you can just imagine, this is just a small clip of the view. But if you take a walk into the longer paths, those are the type of scenery you get to see.
We have mango.
Very beautiful, yeah. There's that mango's up there. So you get mango, bananas, you get plenty of bananas. Bananas.
Look at that.
And then the star apples over there. We found a lumboy tree, a very big one. I haven't seen one this big yet. But there's a cow over there. We're kind of like at the top area here. Too bad we can't see the view. You can kind of see through there a little bit. The dogs are very happy. All right, so Richie pointed out another fruit. This is called Chico, right?
Yeah, there's ripe one here. But
And it's similar to, or it looks similar to kiwi, but
wow, this is lami.
it tastes almost like brown sugar mixed with maybe something else.
You
But
try.
It's really sweet.
Senna. Senna.
Mm,
Senna.
that was a skim. That's good.
Senna.
It's very, very tasty. Very juicy.
Mm.
That's a good one.
Mm.
Good find. That was a better one. We actually bought one of those at the fruit market the other day.
Yeah.
And you can't get it better when it's fresh. I mean, when it's fresh, it's the best. So there's one jackfruit up here. So there's like a mix of a whole bunch of different kind of fruits. All right, so if you guys know Santal, it's not quite the season yet, but it's right behind us there. So lots and lots of different options if you take a walk through here. You can stop and take a break and eat some food if the fruits are in season. But this is star apple.
Dustin,
Yeah.
green and red.
Wow.
Not ripe.
Not quite ripe.
Yeah. Here's one more.
Lots of star apples.
Here's one more.
Nice. So easy to pick too.
Yeah.
So they're not quite ripe yet, but someone who walks through here very soon is going to be very lucky. Nice little resting
there.
spot
Chop it there.
with a pretty decent view. If you keep walking, I imagine you can see some pretty nice views going through here. The cats have it made here. They have these little walkways up, the stairs going up, and they're free to go wherever they want.
He doesn't like when we touch the puppy.
This one, Uling.
Oling.
Yes, you want to play the ball.
The cats are loving their duyans. A good idea for saving water. They have gutters up there, coming down there, going this way and also on this side, but they're all coming this way, coming down here, and they fill up each of these containers. Then when this one's full, it goes there, then there, then there, then there. And each one of these can be opened up if you need water.
This is uling. Uling, maybe some are not used to it, you know. And the legs and the tail, you know, tail you can open. So, you see how many hair only from one dog?
Wow, that's a lot of hair.
High five. Ah!
Nice. High five. High five. Good boy. Good boy.
This is Chidi. He also had almost no hair. You had no idea that he will be a fluffy dog like this.
Wow. So when you first got him,
Yeah, he
this
was
one had
bald.
no hair,
Yeah, he was bald.
and this one had no hair too, right?
This had a very bad mange. This was just bald. He didn't have cross, but this had all. I will send you a picture. The ears all crossed. And this one is Brandy, very lovely. Also, this one, very lovely personality. Very lovely dog.
You love to shake hands. Bye bye, buddy.
Yeah, he
Nice
wants to be
meeting you,
touched.
sir.
They all want an attention. Huh? Hi then.
All right, hey guys. So we just left Mayari Animal Shelter. If you guys want to check that out, I'll leave their Facebook, all the things that you need to connect with Dan if you want to volunteer. I think that would be a really unique way to experience a different side of Cebu. You know, you get to, especially if you like dogs, nature. Like looking behind us, there's lots of opportunities to hike, to be outside, and you can groom the dogs, you can feed the dogs, you can walk the dogs.
Walk the dogs, and you can see different kinds of fruits.
Yeah, many different types of fruits. Like we were walking through there and we saw star apples, guava, small guava, jackfruit, chicos, banana, coconut, of course,
Santals.
and many others. Yeah, Suntals. Too bad Suntals wasn't ready. I think we have a couple more months.
Yeah, but chicos, we did try.
Yeah,
and
chicos,
star apple.
you can't get any better than fresh.
Yeah.
When it's juicy like that, it's the best.
Yeah.
But I definitely recommend this place. Dan really cares about the animals.
Yes.
I mean, he has so many vitamins and pills and medicine that he's trying to take care of all these animals, and it's just a wonderful thing that he's doing. Yeah.
These dogs and cats.
So it was a great day. I highly recommend this place. If you guys want to come check it out, his Facebook will leave and all that stuff. You can connect with him, and if you want to learn more about it and what he does, you can connect with his Facebook, and he responds very quickly. So if you want to check him out and message him. So if you want to learn more, you can message him.
Yeah.
And I think for now, we're probably just gonna head back. And we may check out Guadalupe Church. So I might just do a couple videos so you guys can kind of see that. That's right in front of Guadalupe Church. So if you know where that is, you can continue on this way. So you guys take care, God bless, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Anything you want to add?
And yeah, that's it.
You sure? You said and, you sure?
Like the transportation here, usually 20 only, and like that. So if they
Yeah, if you know, sometimes they charge different prices on the price. So if you want to know what the price is, it's around 20 pesos
for motorbike.
for motorbike. But yeah, but to go all the way to the house, it might be a little bit more. Today, it was funny because they said 20, and then when we got to the house, they said 35. So, but yeah, just kind of know, if they charge 50, that's way too much. So don't go any higher than 35.
Yeah.
So that's just a little advice.
If you have, you know, service, then it's better.
If you have your own service, if you have your own car, if you have your own motorbike, you can easily drive all the way up there. So we're gonna head back now, and I think the end of the video will just be showing Guadalupe Church. So I guess we'll just ta-ra. And I think it's like another 10-minute walk, and then we ride the motorbike. So you guys take care, God bless, we'll see you tomorrow. The dog saying hello. I think that's a different dog. See ya.